Hello and welcome to this episode of the MyRepChat Minute. Today we're going to talk about positive consent and why it exists within MyRepChat. Before we do that, let's talk about negative consent. MyRepChat has built into it by default something called negative consent, or sometimes referred to as opt-out. And that gives somebody the ability to prevent someone else from texting them. Now, everyone's phone has this already, so your native texting application can do this as well, because it's actually a TCPA requirement that your phone be able to do this and you be able to opt out of getting any unwanted solicitations or harassments or things like that. So opt out allows somebody to say, I no longer want to receive any more messages from somebody. Now, you can still send them a message, of course, if you've opted out, but they can't communicate to you. Now, positive consent or opt-in is a little bit different. We've added positive consent to MyRepChat, and some accounts have it based on settings by an organization. And what that does is it asks the client to actually give permission to communicate through text. Now, this is very important because the client might not know that you're going to text them. The client or the prospect might not have given you permission to do so. And so requesting their permission to communicate via text is something that only needs to be done once. It's permission that only needs to be granted once, but to make sure that you've protected yourself and you've gotten the approval from the client before sending other text messages to them. Now, this, of course, can always be taken away if somebody opts in or grants positive consent by just opting out, by texting stop at the negative consent keyword. But again, opting in is something that only needs to be done once. I hope you found this information helpful, and thank you for watching this episode of the MyRepChat Minute.